Hey everybody, welcome to the Student Success interview. So I want to interview my guy Dion. So first thing first, before we get started with this interview, I just want to say Dion's already a successful entrepreneur, and Dion's already made 8 figures online. As you guys have been seeing, like we have a lot of clients who are already making money on social media before they actually started working with Mentorship EDU, and we do have people too who are just starting from scratch that are working with Mentorship EDU as well. But just to put just to let you guys know that Dion's already crushing it before he came into our program and stuff like that. He's already made 8 figures, but me and Dion actually got connected, and Dion was like, man, what do you do? And I was like, Dion, I do webinars and I help people with memberships. And he was like, man, what it is that you do? I've been seeing you online, but I'm gonna let you take the floor, Dion, because where did we first meet? I think we met at David Shan's social proof event.
Yep. Yeah.
So man, did you ever see me online before that?
So yeah, I think I had definitely saw you online before that, and that was the first time I actually just ended up meeting you in person. And the cool thing about you that I love was that the fact that you was like, man, we brothers, right off the bat. You was like, we brothers, man. We locked in, we cool. We exchanged numbers, and the first time meeting each other. And it's been cool, man. It's been a really good relationship. And so for me, that was one of the founding pieces and the reason why I decided to do business with you. Because I think that in this day and age, you can do business with anybody, but at the same time, when you're looking at the internet, you're not really sure who to really do business with, right? Who you can really trust or not. And I think that for me, meeting somebody of your caliber and initially being able to connect, that's what allowed me to, feel a little bit more comfortable about moving forward and doing business with you. And the reality is this: prior to us even doing business, we were already hanging out. We were already, connected, and you were already giving free information and game anyway. And so I'm like, well, yeah, I might as well go ahead and pay for the information if he's already, giving me valuable stuff anyway, because you've been around for a while. So I trust, the information too,
Awesome, man. Awesome, man. So first thing first, Zia, what we like to do on these students interviews, pretty much we like to show results, because I want to show these guys, like you've been doing your community for like the last 4 weeks, right?
Something like that. Yep.
You just started. So what I want you to do, Dion, just share your screen. I know you have like different payment processes and stuff. Show them like how much results that you was able to do with like your community, how many people you have in your community, and also like your high ticket, because you also have softwares too that you sell on the back end of all these different things. So what we want to do is just inspire people and just show them results that you're getting just being a part of our community, man.
All right, let me see if I can, because this is new to me. This ain't like
you'll see it's like present at the bottom. You'll see it says present, then you just click share screen.
All right, can you see my WAP dashboard?
Yes, we do.
All right, so essentially I launched, I think it's maybe been a couple weeks, a month or something like that since I launched. I launched with you. I know I launched with you a couple weeks ago. And so essentially what you can see on the screen,
I see 170K right there.
170K is what we tracking, brother. Yep.
Wow.
So we talking about launching in 2 weeks, and this is the beautiful part about this is all 100% organic, right?
Wow.
So within the last couple weeks, we've had a couple hundred people join. As you can see right here, it says you got 198 new people that you need to welcome to your community.
Wow.
Right. And I think in this community right now, we have 313 members that are currently active in the community. And I'll show you this here. If I go back 2 days ago, which was on the 8th, it'll show you that on the 8th, we generated $6,097, which is this amount here.
Wow.
Right. So this was just 2 days ago. And then yesterday, we did
like the last 30 days, like how much you guys generated just with this community with the last 30 days. And this is not even including your upsells and all of that, your high ticket and every single thing. Yeah. So let's just get these people inspired.
Yeah.
So they can see.
Yep. So from April 9th into today, let me see if this is going to load right. Custom. Yeah. So April 9th to today, generated revenue was $24,701.
Nice. And that's all recurring subscription.
That's all recurring subscriptions are 100% organic. We haven't even started running paid ads to this yet. And this has just been me just posting on Instagram and Facebook, a little bit of TikTok. It ain't even really nothing crazy, bro. So in the last 30 days, 24,000 in the last 30 days. Yep.
Nice, man. Nice, man. I know you do high ticket too. Have you been upselling any of these current members that have been, because most of the things that we do too as well, a lot of our members who buy our memberships, we upsell them on high ticket products. Have you been dabbling into upselling these current members into high ticket products yet?
So here's what we've done. So what we're gonna do is we got a challenge that we're gonna do with these people who. So we haven't quite sold these individuals yet. We're gonna do a challenge with them next month. So we want to give these individuals at least a good 30 to 60 days to kind of get in, get their feet wet, start running some of the plays, and then we're gonna do a 3 to 5 day challenge with them, and then we're gonna sell them a high ticket product. And so with this community having 300 people, I'm pretty sure that we're gonna convert somewhere probably around 40 to 50% of these people, which would be 150 people. So even if we just sell 150 of those people a $10,000 product, that'd be like 1.5 million that we'll make on the back end. But here's the beautiful part. Every single person that's in this community has also purchased a subscription to my software that I've created. So now we're talking about 313 people times 147. That's another $46,000 that we could add to it.
Can we see the dashboard of that so we can show some numbers? Let's show some numbers.
Yeah, I got you, bro. I got you. Yeah, I got you, bro. Don't even trip. I got you. Let's go to info.
You got to put your finger. You use your finger. It's gonna log you in fast.
Got you, bro. You know the vibes, man. We're gonna show the people, bro. So look, if you can see here, look, we made $5,100 today. Yeah. Right. So people got to subscribe, 24,000 for the week.
And this is people also. So all your current members who bought your subscription and your membership, they also bought your software.
Also bought the software too. They got to, because the reality is that the community helps them really like execute on what they're learning. But a part of the execution is you got to get the software, because I'm teaching people how to improve and enhance their credit with Metro 2. And so I created the software. So you got to use the software in order to execute on what I'm teaching you. So we talk about another 50 grand, this is month to date, and it's only just the 10th of the month with this right here. Right. So like, and then if you look, if we go like the last 30 days, if we go like, let's say if we go in the previous month, like, so what did we end last month from even starting this 2 weeks ago, right?
Yeah.
If you look at that, that's $140,000.
Wow. So $140,000 with your actual software, and you're also bringing in $24,000. That's new people that came into your membership that also bought the software as well. Yep. And you guys haven't even sold them high ticket offers yet, because you guys are doing challenge.
Ain't even sold them. Ain't even sold the high ticket.
Man, that's gonna be amazing, man. That's gonna be amazing. So Dion, I want to explain what you do and how it works to these people so they can pretty much get to know you more. So Dion, man, what it is that you do?
Yep. So I'm the individual that people come to learn how to start, grow, and scale any business. It doesn't matter what business you are in, right? I'll show you how to start, grow, and scale by way of leveraging your credit to be able to improve and enhance it with my software via Metro 2 compliance. And then I teach individuals how to actually create digital products and services in whatever niche industry that they're in, so that way they can obviously make money 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So it's a concept of, if you want to start a business, you're going to need to leverage other people's money, right? The only way that you can really do that is with credit. So we got to get the credit cleaned up. Once we got the credit cleaned up, then we also take you on the back end and we get you funded. Once you've got funded, you can now implement and put that money into whatever biz idea you got in order to actually start growing the business and operating the business and have some functionality. Once you're at the point where you've got a business that you know how to do, and you got the experience and you got the knowledge on knowing how to do it, now it's time to make money without really having to do the work, right? And most people don't understand that. And that's when you create digital products and services like ebooks, courses, mentorship programs, and or a continuity product like a membership community, and or creating a software, a SaaS. So essentially that's who I am, and that's what I do, man. And right now I got 17,000 students that are currently underneath my leadership. And I got a lot of students that making six figures. I got over 100 plus students that's making six figures. And I'm currently right now, I got about 8 or 9 students that are currently millionaires who have come to me as well.
Nice, man. That's one thing I really love about your community, because you're not only just empowering yourself, but one thing that you're doing too as well as a leader, you're always going out there learning new things to bring back to your community, because if the leader isn't learning, the community is going to fail. So you're consistently going out there, learning different information, even coming into our program, learning what we're doing, so you can go back and empower your community to help them become even more stronger and stronger and stronger. So before you tapped in with Dion, you was doing pretty much just sending people to like a sales page link. can you tell the people, like, what was the difference, you know, from setting up the systems that we set up for you and
Yeah.
just sending people directly to a sales page link?
I think the difference is really optimization, right? When you just got just a sales page, you don't really know what's going to happen with it. You don't really
Yeah.
know the functionality. You kind of like, you just throwing stuff on the wall to see what sticks. I think what you guys are offering is something that allows a person to actually put up a target and actually know what's going on and see the analytics, see the data, like
Yeah.
optimize your business so that way you can get the fulfillment out of what you have going on. Because most people say, well, I want to do this, I want to do that, but they don't
Yeah.
really have a true game plan. And so what you are offering gives a person opportunity to say, okay, so this is what you want to offer, this is what you want to sell. Here's a process that you can put in place to not only optimize your business and be able to crush it on the front end, but to
Yeah.
be able to have a process that you could take people through to be able to serve your clients. Because I feel like when you're creating a community, you're actually putting yourself in position to serve your client, because who else would pay a monthly subscription to have access to a person in that community? Those are the people that are endowed with you. Those are the people that trust you. Those are the people that are going to go from here to the end of the world with you. And then you have to learn how to serve those people, because the reality is that, think about it. If we all had 1,000 people that was willing to pay $50 a month, we know how to do basic math. That's 50 grand a month. So 50 grand a month, we talk about 600,000 a year. Now, if you can serve those people at a higher level because you have programs that they can take advantage of, as long as you're serving those people and you have a process in place that will allow you to serve those people at a higher level, all you have to do is continue to serve those people, then offer those people whatever that program is after you serve them properly. Because the reality is that you don't have no business trying to offer somebody a high ticket or another level program when you already haven't done the groundwork, right?
Yeah.
And so having a membership community allows a person to do the groundwork, set the foundation, set the fundamentals, allow them to get to know you, like you, and trust you. So that way, when you want to serve your client at a higher level, you have the ability to do that. And it'll be a no-brainer from everybody that's in the community. But most people try to say, oh, well, I want to sell somebody at 5,000, 10,000, 20,000 on a high ticket. I want to make as much money as possible. Yeah, but how can you do that when they're not really sure if they can trust you or not? The membership community that you're offering gives a person a roadmap to be able to trust that coach and what they're doing.
That's 100% true. And me being in the internet marketing space, like, there's different ways. You know, we have a lot of guys who do high tickets memberships, where they do yearly memberships where they're charging $2K for their actual year. And then some people are doing more lower tier membership. Some of the guys who are doing a high ticket membership, they're mostly focused on making more money on the front end. They're not really focused on the back end. So for the guys who are doing the lower tier memberships, they're mostly focused on making money more on their challenges and selling their upsell and their high ticket offers. Yeah, which is like you and the other guys. So Dion, man. So optimizing getting the system set up to really take you from just sending people to a WAP page, because I know you guys are using the software WAP, just sending them directly to the sales page. And then you guys was also I see you did like a birthday special. You pretty much just had a landing page, and it was like, hey, opt into this landing page, and now you're actually getting all your emails. You're getting people emails. You're getting people actual information, so you can be able to contact the people who didn't buy off the training. So it's not like you're just sending people directly to the sales page and hoping that they buy. You know, that's one thing too that makes the sales process that we set up for individuals like you guys so good, because with the sales process, you actually people don't buy off of just sending them to a sales page. Like, people have to get by being sold through a presentation. And that's one of the major thing that presentation does. It really sells it individuals on your entire offer. They get to know, like, and trust you and get educated by you, so they can be able to understand, hey, this is what they have going on. Let me actually join this program. So I'm glad that that was able to enhance your business. So one thing I want to go over with you, Dion, is when people are trying to get into coaching, memberships, and just being an entrepreneur online, some people may feel discouraged, like they don't know where to go. There's so many noise out there. How do you know, like, what would you tell these people about us that separates us from other people out there?
Yeah, it's kind of like what we're doing right now, man. A person who doesn't have anything to offer you or nothing to give you, those are people that you would call a scam. The reality is that they don't have any testimonials and they don't have any receipts. You know what I mean? Like, when you look at a person like me and you, like, you can go to our page and you can scroll back months and years, right? And you'll be able to see, like they say, success and failure leaves clues, and success has receipts. And so if you're looking for a good coach, you're looking for a good mentor, Don't say, well, I'm not sure if they scammed or not. No, just go do some R&D, some research and development, and you
Yeah.
actually go to this person page, go to their Facebook, go to their Instagram, go to their TikTok, go to their YouTube and say, dang, okay, this person really been coaching. They're going to have testimonials. They're going to have receipts. They're going to have the documentation. They're going to show who they've been helping. The number one thing that a real coach loves to do, bro, a real coach loves to talk about who we've helped, what we've done, the success that we've had, but not only the success that we've had, but the success that we've been able to actually have through helping other people. So you're thinking about picking a coach, you're thinking about picking a mentor. It's really about, you doing the research and you going back to that person page and saying, let me scroll a little bit and let me just see if there's any documentation or proof of this person helping somebody. And so if you see it there, then 9 times out of 10, that's a good person to do business with for sure.
100%, man. So, but before you even got into the coaching industry and selling products online, Dion, you was doing something before. Did you have a 9-to-5 job?
So I did have a job. I had a job for 7 years, from 2009 to 2016. I worked at Sprint for 7 years, and I left there and I went to T-Mobile for 1 year. So essentially 8 years I was working a job basically, and I was crushing it there, bro. I was crushing. I was making $130,000 a year. I was making really good money. And I decided that in 2016 was opportunity, and it was a time for me to bet all of the chips on myself. So I've been an entrepreneur since 2016, man. This is 8 years going, bro. But the reality is that too. Think about this. When I was working a job, when I graduated college in 2008, I had a business then too. But it was over the years while working my job, it was a failing business. So I've really been in business, to be honest, 16 years. 8 years part-time. My first, because I was working a job, I was a part-time barber and I had a clothing line. And then when I left, I did life insurance sales. Then I did solar renewable energy sales, door-to-door sales. And then I started my credit repair company. And then that's when I started educating people and, just focusing on credit only. Yep. So this is 16 years for me, 8 years full-time.
Wow, man. Wow, man. And a lot of people, you try so many different entrepreneurs. Was credit the first thing you tried when you jumped online, or was something else? What did you try?
Well,
because that's the number one thing too. A lot of people, it's hard to pick their offer, you know? So like, what was the other things that you tried before you dial in this one?
The thing about it was credit was the first thing that I did do online. And the reason why is because I had already failed already.
Okay.
Like I had already failed in my own, like I tried to be a tribal barber. I failed at that. I tried to have a clothing business. I failed at that. I tried to sell life insurance, door-to-door sales. I failed at that. And the reality is I really didn't fail at those things. The life insurance, it was successful. I decided to go into another direction because I was making a couple $100,000 a year selling life insurance. Then I did renewable energy sales with solar. I did that for a few years. I made $500,000 doing that. And then again, I didn't feel it. I just felt like it was something better for me, and I had a different calling on me. And that's what led me more back into financial literacy, but it was more so, geared around just focusing on credit only. And so that's when I started getting into the online space. And when I was actually started doing credit as well. Yep.
Man, that's amazing, man. That's amazing. So you've been getting connected with so many different people, like when you got into entrepreneurship, you didn't say, hey, I'm going to go figure this stuff for yourself. You went out there and you sought mentorship. What gave you the confidence to go out there and seek mentorship and guidance from other people?
Bro, it wasn't even really confidence to seek mentorship. I was tired of just not really being the version of myself that I knew that I could be. And I was tired of not living the lifestyle that I knew that I deserved to live, which was a multi-million-dollar, do what I want to do when I want to do it lifestyle. And so for me, I just got tired of feeling like there was more to life that I wasn't obtaining. And so I'm like, I got to get a coach. I got to get a mentor, somebody who is making the money that I want to make, somebody who is living the lifestyle that I want to live. And I could see it. I could see it through that person and the people that they're coaching. And I'm like, it's time for me to get a coach because I was in my own way. I'm always tell people the enemy is the inner me. And I was in my own way, man. And I had to get out my own way and get me a coach so that I can go be successful. And the moment that I got a coach is the moment life changed for me, for sure.
Wow, man. I see those awards back there. You got some ClickFunnels awards and every single thing back there. What was like, give us some important moments for you with winning those awards. Like something special for each one of those awards. Because each one of those awards stand for doing over $1 million. And we're gonna send you an award too for Membership EDU. We're sending you an award as well.
Let's get it, bro. Let's get it. Yeah, man. What's crazy is, and this is what I'm gonna explain, is this is actually hard for people to do. Each one of these awards up here is me being awarded for making $1 million and with individual products though.
Wow.
So we're talking about, let's just say, me doing in the financial literacy space. This means that I may have created a digital product like an ebook, $1 million in one funnel. I may have created a course, $1 million in one funnel. I may have a high ticket program, $1 million. That means that I've created multiple products in my business, which means that I've created multiple streams of income within one business, focusing on one thing. Yeah. And I actually got awarded for making over $1 million with that one particular product in my business. And these all came in 1 year. So in 1 year, I got 1, 2, 3. I got like 4 different awards for 4 different products. And then this is probably my most proud award, which is from my coach and mentor, Myron Golden. I got that from him. And it says making $1 million in 1 day on January 27, 2023. So man, that was the day we cleared $1.7 million in 1 day. We talk about cash collected.
$1.7 million in 1 day. How did that, making a $1.7 million in 1 day, how did that change your whole life?
Man, I think that when you come from a whole bunch of nothing, man, and you can believe that anything is possible, you go after it. And I'm not even going to lie, even though it's a whole year later now and some, I think that I'm still in disbelief. I feel like I expected to do great things, but there are some things that I've done like that you still kind of be like, damn, did I really do that? Right? You're not really sure if it's real or not. I'll tell you one thing, the money went in my account, so it definitely was real.
Yeah. But isn't it crazy that everything we ever been taught was a lie?
Absolutely.
Like we like thinking like back, I remember when I was growing up, I couldn't making $1 million in a day or even making $1 million in a year. I thought that stuff was so impossible. I thought it was so complicated to make $1 million in a year. And now it's like the most easiest thing to do. But what do you think makes that now like our paradigm and us just becoming millionaires and growing, making money and things so easy for us?
It's the environment that we in. It's being around like-minded individuals. It's being around people who have a mindset who's willing to do any and everything in order to achieve the unthinkable and the impossible. It's the mindset of those individuals and being in that environment with those same people and seeing what's possible and seeing what they're doing. If I didn't see people that was like looking like me making millions of dollars, I would have never thought that it was possible. So me being around people and seeing them do it and them telling me like, yeah, this is how you do it. I'll tell you one thing, that's what made the difference for me, because if I didn't see it, I would have never thought it was possible. So I think that if a person changes their environment and you be around millionaires long enough, I think that if you be around, a few millionaires long enough, I would say at least about a good 6 months, by the end of the year, you'll be a millionaire too.
And that's 100% true. I remember the first time I met one of my mentor, and that was my first 8-figure year. That was about 2020. And I made my first, during the pandemic, I made my first 8 figures. So, but before the pandemic had even hit, I went to go meet my mentor in person. And I met this guy, and he was doing $25 million a year in Manhattan, in New York. And I was the only person in the room, and I was shy to even say I was even making $100K a month. Right. Because everybody was like crushing it. So I was like, I'm the only black guy, and I was just sitting there like, damn, I can't even say how much I'm making because everybody's here doing what I thought I was doing good. And so I came in the room, and then just leaving that room, everything changed the way I thought about how to sell my products. Like everything changed. So it is true that you got to get in a new environment. You got to get around different people, because if you're around the same people consistently every single day, you're not going to grow. You're only going to get the result that your community and your group have. So you got to get somewhere else. So Dion, man, I want to ask you some more questions. I know you're a busy man. You're very busy and stuff like that. But I
got a conference call. I got in a few minutes here. It was supposed to start at 8, but if you got a couple questions, I can take a couple.
I got a few more questions. So first and foremost, Dion, what would you tell anyone who's thinking about joining Mentorship EDU and working with me and my team?
I mean, it's a no-brainer. I think that you guys, what made me join was when I was able to see what you guys are doing on the back end. And what I'll say about that is, I think that for any coach that's a real coach in the business, we understand that we have to spend money on marketing and advertising. And I think that the number one thing that we don't do that you guys are helping coaches do is we don't get every dollar out of every single lead. And what I mean
Yeah.
by that is, yeah, we may be running webinars, we may be doing challenges, we may be doing this and doing that. But the reality is that when these people come through, 9 times out of 10, we're only getting 20 to 30% of the people that are actually hearing the offer that we have. We only close on a small percentage of them. So if we're only closing, let's just say 5 or 10% of 100% of the people that are coming through that we're paying for, what are you doing with the other 80 to 90%? The reality is that working with Mentorship EDU is going to allow you to, on the back end, set up all the automation that you need for your business and all of the triggers that need to be in place, so that way you can set up all your email automations to get all these people either on the phone with a salesperson, or they're going to actually come back and watch you again, or they're going to purchase whatever you have to purchase in that email sequence that you guys have set up on the back end. So the reality is that for a coach who wants to be able to get the most out of every single dollar that they're spending and get a high ROI on their business, they need to do business with you guys for sure, 100%.
100%, man. And I see a lot of coaches too, like they don't realize like their opt-in rate and all these different things, right? Like when you're running ads, like I know a lot of people, there's a webinar platform that we're using. I'm not going to say the webinar platform name because we're coming out with our own webinar platform. But pretty much the webinar platform that we're using, it's like their form is so crappy that it lowers your opt-in rate. And people don't realize when you start to, like right now, you're doing everything organic. Like when you start running paid ads, you're going to see the glory to our process.
That's
because crazy. Like now your opt-in rate, like a lot of people, their opt-in rate on their ads are like, they're paying $17 a lead. They're paying so high of a lead cost, but because of the custom codes and the custom form that we create for you, that instantly dropped your opt-in rate now dramatically down. So now you can bring more people through the pipeline and get more people to buy your membership in your community. So you're going to see the glory of that.
Saving me a lot of money.
And saving you a lot of money. Awesome, Dion. I don't want to hold you up too long. I know you're very busy. You have another meeting coming up. But good, man, it was wonderful having you on here, brother. I'll see you next time. See you in the community.
Hey, man, I appreciate you, brother, man. Listen, if they're not doing business with Mentorship EDU, something wrong with them, brother. I appreciate you, man. Thank you for helping me in my business, brother. Appreciate you.
Awesome, man. Awesome, man.
All right, talk soon, brother.